Now we're going to talk about the Lightroom import dialog, which seems to confuse a lot of people. So I have Lightroom up here. I've created a new catalog, which I call LR Basic, that has nothing in it. You can see over here there are no folders, there are no images, so we don't have anything in it. And to reiterate the difference between the catalog and your images, we'll go back to the pictures folder, and right here you can see LR Basic. That's my new catalog. I'm not going to go over what the files are. These are internal things to Lightroom where they keep track of your photos. Here, my images, which you saw us create earlier, is going to be where we store all of our images and where we tell Lightroom that's where they are. Okay, so let's go to the file and you'll see import photos and video. Okay, well, what's come up? I have a little SD card in my reader. It recognized, it looks for the reader, recognized it, and pulled up all of my thumbnails. Before we go any further, this looks like a real busy screen. However, if you divide it the way it is up here, it becomes much simpler to understand. So going from left to right, the first thing is from. What is the source of the images that you are wanting to import into Lightroom? In this case, it's the L drive, which happens to be the card reader, but I could go to my local disk and find something. I have two local disks. Here's the ones where my documents and pictures usually are. I could go to here, which is my OneDrive, which is like iCloud in the Mac world. I could have external drives. Anything that the computer can see and read files from can be over here. So that's the first thing we set. Where are we getting our photos from? Second thing that we do is, what are we going to do with these photos? I have right now selected copy as DNG. What that means, it's going to copy the files, the images, to somewhere we haven't specified yet, and it's going to convert them to the Adobe Digital Negative. If I don't want the conversion, I just select copy here, and it's going to move them from my card reader and copy them to another destination. Okay. The other two, which are grayed out right now, we need to talk about is move. Maybe you have some photos already on your hard drive. You're trying to reorganize. You want to move them maybe into your all-encompassing folder and import them into Lightroom at the same time. This would be the selection that you would use. And then add. Let's say that you just copied your images directly to one of the subfolders in My Images, for example. But you now want to tell Lightroom, hey, import these, add them to your catalog, manage them for me. This would be what you select. Okay, so we've got from where, our card reader, what we're going to do with it. We are going to copy it somewhere, and this is where this comes into effect. Right now, I've got selected pictures, my Lightroom. That's not really where I want it to go, but there are several other options you can see in this panel that we need to talk about to determine where it goes. So if you remember, this is really three panels: where it's coming from, what I want Lightroom to do with it, where it's ending up, and what to do with the images when they end up in their final destination. And we're going to cover that process in another video.